Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 6 of Meanwhile in Persona 4 Golden. This will be the last time we'll be doing this for a while, because of the fact that we finally caught up events. No, I'm not kidding, there's not really much happening in July until after we defeat Mitsuo. And more importantly, after the 14th of July, or the 24th actually, and we haven't gotten there in the initial playthrough, so we'll worry about that once we get to the stopping point, which will probably be later on in the playthrough. But for the time being, whatever event that would happen in July, I'm showing off here anyway in this part, so it's not gonna matter. This is actually only a new question. That's the only reason why I'm showing that off. But whatever the case, we basically don't have to worry about showing off the quiz for quite some time. Nonetheless, what's going to happen next is going to be the new motorcycle event that's going to appear, and it will involve Yosuke, you, and Kanji.
Hello, Okina Station. That was easier than I thought. He actually followed us all the way here.
That was a breeze. It's no sweat keeping up with a couple of guys still getting used to their scooters.
Psh, if I hadn't run out of gas back there, we'd have left you in the dust. I shouldn't have cheaped out on gas just so I could have more money to fool around with.
You know, I notice every time I come here, there's a lot of people around.
Yeah, if we hang out around here, I bet someone will come talk to us.
Actually, mind if I head off for a bit? Since I came all the way to Okina, there's this craft shop? It's nothing, I'm just saying I gotta go buy some stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go do my own thing for a bit, so you guys get started without me.
Then why'd he come with us? You're right. Okay, let's get this plan underway.
Sorry to make you guys wait. I couldn't decide which one to get. No luck, huh?
This is so weird. I think someone's watching us from somewhere, though. Hold on. I'm sure if we hang around a little longer...
Dude, the sun's gonna set. Oh, maybe there's some holes in your plan after all.
It is? Wow, I can't believe you said that.
You said every guy needs a motorcycle, but that thing's a scooter. Does it, like, not matter what kind of motorcycle it is as long as you got one?
Well, it's true that the ones I saw in the magazine were all big motorcycles. But that's just how it goes. There's always a gap between a man's dream and cold, hard reality. I can't afford an expensive one. A scooter's the best I could do.
Senpai, can you give me 10 minutes? I can't keep quiet after getting shut out like this. I'll avenge you guys!
This isn't a fight, you know. What are you gonna do to avenge us? Hit on some girls?
Hell yeah! How else would I fix this?
Come on, we have motorbikes and we failed. There's no way you could do better, right? What are you saying?
Even instant ramen takes 5 minutes to make. Now that's my senpai! Let's make this a contest. I'll show you clowns how a real man gets it done.
Calm down. This is turning into something we've all got a stake in. I mean, do you realize what you're saying? This means we're the ones that have to approach the girls. That just sounds lame. And I doubt it'll go well for us.
You chicken?
That's not what I mean.
All we gotta do is ask them to be our friend, and then make them say yes. Nothing to it.
Well, I guess there's nothing to lose.
That's the spirit, Senpai. If I lose, I'll run around the block in nothing but my underwear and those gag glasses Yukiko Senpai had.
Only girls count for this, all right?
You're still stuck on that? Damn it! Hell if I'm gonna lose this!
Oh Lord, it's Operation Babe Watch. We all know how this is going to end, so I might as well tell you what's going on here. Now, I had actually made a complete mistake with the two Valley girls that I'm going to be running into. They're the ones you're supposed to actually talk to get a courage boost. But you can actually, if you have enough courage, you can actually talk to the housewives. And if you talk to them correctly and ask for their numbers, well, the housewives will eventually give you that. I forgot what option it was to get them, but I know the old lady, well, the older lady down there, you can actually get her number, and hell, even the creepy girl, you can actually get her number too. But all of them end in failure. For one, the two girls recognize Yosuke, and they will end up going back to work. Two, the housewives, if you try to call them, they'll threaten to call the police. The old lady, you'll see what happens when you call the old lady. But for the creepy girl, she'll try to have you enlisted in a cult. And if you enlist, and if you get her number and they call her, and she calls that, and if Yosuke calls the number, a cult will try to have Yosuke, Kanji, and yourself to be inducted, and then you have to hang up the phone. Either way, it doesn't matter. I accidentally made a mistake. That was the one I was supposed to say. If you say so, instead of don't talk about Inaba. But if I said if you said so and then asked for the numbers, they'd give it to us. And then after that, I would have just gone on ahead and met up with Yosuke, who would have gotten the number. So that's basically it. I hope you all can hear me, cause unlike with my computer, my PC is not at a desk. So I hope this doesn't have any bad audio or anything like that. But I can say this, I forgot to take my mouse off of the screen. I just noticed my mouse was on the screen. Oh, god damn it. Hope that isn't jarring for all of you. But it may be, and I apologize if it is. You could just ask, can I get your numbers? Well, instead of actually being a womanizer, what you're supposed to do, just say not really. Just say not really. So that way you'll get the... So that way you would actually get the housewives. If you would have actually, if you'd have said not really, then you probably would have gotten something at least. And yes, you can actually get the police officer's number as well. It's just ridiculous. This is basically going to end in failure, but look on the bright side. At least Kashiwagi's not in the vicinity. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't gotten to that part yet in Golden, but I've already gotten to that part in the playthrough. Remember, part 64, she actually makes her appearance. And I know there's a lot of people who may not like the sound of my voice when I play these games. But sometimes I have things to say, sometimes I don't. And I'm sorry if you don't like the sound of my voice. Sometimes I'd be sleepy, sometimes I'd be awake, and sometimes I'm trying to keep it a little bit low because thanks to COVID, my sister is on the other side of the wall trying to do her work. So I'm trying to be at least respectful. That's why you see a low tone of my voice. I mean, that whole COVID thing kind of throws a monkey wrench in all of my plans, and that's what had happened. So, you try to talk to her, but unfortunately, wow, you basically want to try to get the number. But unfortunately, come on, ask her for a number. Well, at least we got the beautiful lady. I mean, there was the older one too.
How'd it go?
Not as well as I hoped.
I thought so.
Oh, but I did get a phone number from some chick who said to give her a call. Does that count?
A girl hit on you? What did she say?
Something like it only costing so much for an hour. I don't know. What was she talking about?
How dense are you? There's no way that counts. What about you? Did you get anything? Way to go, partner. Was it her cell? What kind of girl was it? Come on, you should call her up. Please. Pretty please. Please!
How many times are you gonna beg? So you're gonna call her, right? Right?
She picked up.
Oh, Senpai's the man.
Hello? How dare you hit on my girl? I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck! You better not call again, got it?
I could hear him from here.
Is that dude for real?
Well, that's the risk you take. All right, I'm up next. Last chance.
You pulled it off, Yosuke-senpai?
Of course I did. One phone number right here.
Amazing!
Man, it wasn't easy, too. She was crazy hot. I just had to push myself a bit and go for a sexy older woman. Time to give her a call. I hope you guys are ready for this. Hello? It's me.
Yosuke-kun?
Yep, the guy who asked you out on a motorcycle ride. Man, I can't wait. Huh? You know my name? Did I tell you?
Of course I know your name. We go to the same school.
We do? Oh, that's impossible. I mean, you... Wait. That voice.
This is Hanako Otani. Who did you think I was? How did you get my number?
Oh, God. I'm in such deep shit. Did I call the wrong number? One more try. Hello, it's me.
Yeah, I know who you are. You really want to go on a date with me that much?
The hell was that? It sounded like a fiend from the pits of the earth. Ugh, I could feel a chill go down my spine.
Forget about it. For your own sake. This number is dangerous. It's better that you don't know what that was.
Oh, you guys.
Hanako-san! Why are you here?
The countryside's no place for a girl like me. I was taking a walk when I suddenly got a phone call. You're really into me, aren't you? A motorcycle date, huh? Well, if you want to take a ride that bad, I'll go with you.
Wait! No! My motorcycle!
Oh, what's with this scooter? It's broken. If you want to take me out, you've got to do better than that. The best girls don't go steady for nothing, you know. You need to make an effort.
Free my homie Yosuke. Just free him. Please.
Am I cursed? Did I insult a gypsy or something? Easy for you to say. I don't even have a way to get home now.
Senpai, you fought well. I was totally moved by all that. Come on, hop on behind me. I'll get you back home safe. Whoa! Up close and personal! I get it now. So this is what your plan was about.
Oh, you don't get anything! And you're freaking me out! And dude, it's against the law to have two people on a bike. It's okay, just put an end to this suffering already.
Yosuke did nothing wrong. How could they just treat my homie like that? The dude got his nuts kicked in, got his whole entire account, like pretty much overcharged by Chie and Yukiko to buy that bike, and then his bike gets destroyed. Well, speaking of things we don't deserve, here's Marie's rank 3 if I'm not mistaken. In rank 3... No wait, actually this is rank 4. We were in rank 3 last time. So...
Weird.
We had to at least have a persona that I could actually raise up her rank with. And I didn't have that before.
I see.
Now I think I have Ame no Uzume by the time I got to rank 6, or no, rank 5, yes. By the time I got to rank 5, I have Ame no Uzume. That is if I ever get to rank 5. Because here's the thing. I have to wait until July until rank 5 and rank 6 is able to be unlocked. Ugh. And if you hear any noise in the background, that's because of the fact that there are people right next door to me who blast their music really loud. And I apologize for that. And also, there's other people in the house that do that too. But whatever the case, the very first option you got at the beginning of this whole social link, you were supposed to choose people watching, and I would give you a +2. Or a +3. It's supposed to give you a +3, but it's +2 because I didn't have Ame no Uzume at the time of me actually doing the social link. So I had to unfortunately spend time with her before I could actually get a social link going. And here's the thing, Marie has certain amount of days where she does not appear. Marie and Adachi is what you use the the flags for, the fortune flags for. You use it for those two, especially for Adachi, because there's certain times that Adachi can appear and certain times he won't appear. So you use the fortune flags for them. You can use the fortune flags for some of the jobs that you're going to be working, because you're not going to be able to make it there. At the end of the day, you're just going to choose any option for the remainder. It does not matter, because the only thing that does matter is the very first option, which will give you 2 points. I know rank 5 will require you to get more points, which is why those fortune flags are very important. And the only thing we're doing is showing off the clothes shop that we're going to be coming to later on in this part. I forgot the name of the damn store, but I do know this. It's this clothes shop right here that's going to play a very important role. And of course, will have us getting, well, very questionable outfits for everybody. Well, actually, some funny outfits, some questionable outfits. I do believe the bikini armor is also here, if I'm not mistaken. No, wait, no. Kashiwagi gives you the bikini armor. I forgot about that. But whatever the case, I'm sitting here thinking, well, what's the best option? And I should have just said, I don't know. Ugh. Or that screen, you know. It doesn't matter at the end of the day because none of these options gives you any points. Except for the first option. I think primarily you were supposed... Actually, no. Now that I stop and think about it, when Chie picks something, you say that's green, you know. Yukiko picks something that's black, you know. Because that's supposed to make Marie laugh.
Huh?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey.
And I did not understand at the time because of the fact that I haven't played Golden in quite some time. Some things I know, some things I don't remember. But I do know this. They have an eye, you could say that's an eye-catching color. Marie will just say it's black. So, primarily you would be trolling, and the last options you just picked would have trolled both Chie and Yukiko, because the two of them can't pick the color that they normally wear, because Chie picks green, Yukiko picks black, even though Yukiko complains about her name, which means black. Snow. But she ends up selecting a yellow shirt, which, by the way, she does not wear. But whatever the case, I'm hopefully glad that I won't have to deal with Marie for a while. No, I still don't have to deal with Marie for a while because, like I said, I'll have to actually wait till July to fully open her social link. And once July is over with, I'm gonna see if I could get Marie done. I mean, I'll try to get a lot of people done, but Marie is a priority.
What?
Definitely Marie, because the end of the game has to be shown off. And that would mean I'm gonna have to go back all through this again if I missed out on that. But at the same vein, I'm going to have to work towards Empress as well, and showing that off too. Which I can actually do on the main playthrough, and that's going to be a pain in the ass and a half to do, because unlike this playthrough, I don't have as much money on the other one. I could just show off only one or two things, but that's it. So, with that said, we're almost at the end of this social link, and just say let's hurry.
I don't get it.
She'll end up getting more points for that, and that right there. Oh wait, I do have the persona. Never mind, I have the persona. So yeah, I'll be able to get rank 5. I still need the fortune flag though, so at least I won't have to worry about not getting rank 5 because I still have the persona on hand. Don't remember if there's a stronger persona than what Ame no Uzume is, Okay, aside from the one you get when you defeat Hollow Forest, but still,
See ya.
I still got to fuse a lot of things. And speaking of fusions, perfect segue. If you have an Inaba Trout and you're playing Golden, go to Daidara and just give him the Inaba Trout and he will turn it into literal Inaba Trout weapons for Yosuke. Free my man Yosuke, bruh. It's bad enough his motorcycle got crushed and he's gonna have to buy another one. Now he's gonna be fighting with Trout. No, I'm not kidding. He's gonna be fighting with Trout. But the funny part is, the Trout's one of the best weapons in the game. And it's gonna already be on Yosuke, so I don't have to buy anything else for him. But I will have to buy something for Kanji, though, so at least he'll be able to do something. Because until he gets the Iron Plate, he's not going to be worth a damn. Well, the Yasagami desk will hold over just fine. Now then, we're in the Midnight Channel, and we can talk to the fox on this day and pat its head. When you do, however, the fox will actually give you the Kung Fu outfit for Chie. Yeah, the Kung Fu outfit is practically an oriental dress for Chie. And now that I think about it, there was a little bit of censorship on the dress, even though Chie wears spats. I think there's a little bit of censorship on all the dresses. In fact, now that I think about it, there's also censorship when Rise first showed up in the Midnight Channel. I think there was a lot of high beams and smoke and stuff, where there was normally fan service. Atlas? But whatever the case, I'll dwell on that later. But what is something to dwell on is the new update for the rainy day ranch, I think. These guys, they can actually be killed by physical attacks only because everything else they are resistant to. Physical attacks is the best thing to hurt them with. And that takes care of them. Oh, I hope I didn't pull this out. Oof, thank God. But you think that's something to level? Wait till you see all the money I made.
$1 million.
Well, one thing I say about the PC version, it tries to make the game as comfortable as humanly possible. So, Persona that you would normally not see used will be used. This is a big contrast from the Vita version, because not even in the Vita version you would see things like this. Principality nearing 30, Gadone at 40, Ogre at 42, not even in this game you would see things like this, but it happened. Alright, next up we're going to take on Shadow Rise, and needless to say, it is very, my stomach, very comfortable to actually fight Rise. However, Rise has some new tricks up her sleeve. She now has level 1 and 2 wind and thunder attacks, and also have level 1 and 2 all range wind and thunder attacks. So guess what? She's got all bases covered. Thank God she does not have Murun and Hama, otherwise this would be a bullshit fight. But when it comes down to it, Shadow Rise is not the problem. The only reason it is a problem is because of the fact that she's practically aiming for your persona's weakness. And if you have a persona that has literally no weaknesses or have normal damage, guess what? It's going to be a lot easier to deal with damage because she can't focus on your weakness. And that is the thing that people tend to not understand. When you bring in personas that don't have a weakness, or you switch to personas that repel and drain, enemies lose their strategy. And that's why I brought Oni in. And Oni is definitely a godsend. Oh, and by the way, who knew that Torrent Shot was very effective too? But then again, just about the party levels between level 45 and level 51, fighting Risei. How did that happen? Well, fighting a godly amount of treasure hands from Yukiko's dungeon all the way up to here will do that to you. You will get a shitload of money. You will get a lot, and I repeat, a lot of experience by the time you get to your destination. Look at this. Shadow Risei is freaking dead. She's dead, folks. And now she's gone to the second phase where she's popping and twerking and also nullifying all of your attacks. So now nothing you do will hurt her. Because we're past the phase where it's no longer winnable.
No touching allowed.
And she's dangling from the top. And normally she heals herself too. That's the thing. She normally heals herself and drains some of your spirit in order to screw you over. But seeing as how you have Ogre, a persona that didn't really need much spirit, she doesn't even do that. So we're practically going to be guarding for the next 2 to 3 turns, and that'll probably be the end of Shadow Risei. This really wasn't that hard of a fight. The only time it'll be a hard fight is if you actually brought somebody that brought a persona that is weak to anything she throws at you. Or at least brought Chie, because her being hit with fire is basically going to happen.
I can see everything about
And with that, Shadow Risei is done. Despite losing all of her HP and getting crushed. Oh, speaking of which, I only put this fight up here to show off what happens when you have enough power to knock away the Nilhan. We'll get to that point. But I do believe Shadow Teddie is the same as he was before, except he does take 2 or more turns, provided if he actually gets one of your characters dizzied. And also, he does take 2 turns to try to make your character dizzy. So yeah, he hasn't gotten to that point yet, because again, he'll try to use his abilities to feed off of the fact that somebody is weak to ice, and that's the whole gist. Teddie being Teddie targeting somebody who's weak to ice, and after he targets somebody, he'll just start his cheese. I still hate this fight. This fight could go on and on and on. But at the end of the day, Persona 4 Golden makes it more comfortable for people who just want to actually enjoy the story. And for game journalists. I'm just going to tell you, you're better off playing the Persona 4 2 for the PS2. Because, yeah, do-it-yourself difficulty can be fun, and it is. But here's the thing, it's just not the same charm as the PS2. Because there's some alterations that should not be made, and there's some alterations that was welcomed. But the alterations that should not be made is far and few in between. That's just my opinion as far as Golden's concerned. Oh, right. That. Time to actually show off what happens when we crush this guy while he's doing that move. And by the way, Nilhan actually takes 4 turns to actually pull off. So, yeah. You have 4 turns to do as much damage as humanly possible, specifically 1,000 to 1,200. And when you do, this will happen. But once he drops the ball, it's time to whoop his ass. Hit it!
Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick!
Well, Shadow Teddie just got wrecked. So let's continue the beatdown. And we'll just continue using Torrent Shot. And oh, there it is, folks. And he's gotten rid of the bad stats. We'll put it back on. And we probably won't need Yukiko to stand up, because she'll stand up on her own.
Can you stand?
But she hasn't... Well, but Teddie hasn't focused on me. That's the thing. Because Teddie is thinking that you probably had something like Jack Frost or anything of that nature as a persona where... Or Yamato no Orochi. Something about that nature to actually be weak to ice. And then he silenced you. But that's okay. That's alright. He's about to be ended completely and totally because fuck Teddie. He's done. He's dead. It's over. To hell with this fight. And not as much as I got from... Oh, actually, that's almost as much as I got from Kanji. But still, that's a lot of money. And oh yeah, I'm at level 52 when I fought this guy. By the way, you can talk to this lady here and she will give you some new vegetables to plant around this time. And the new vegetables, hold on, give me a second. Let me just scroll. Yeah, I got all the cards I gotta trade to Marie. And that's barrier corn and wall paprika. These two will give you Markarn and I think it's Makarkarn or something like that. But they give you a barrier for ice and a barrier for magic and a barrier for physical, respectively. Yes, you're growing barriers for magic and physicals, and you can have that ready for the dungeon. Oh, and we're back here in Okina. The movie theater is actually available for you to go into. But the shop in question we're coming to is Crocofur. The place where we, if you remember, helped I ditch school and come to. So yeah, we'll be here in Crocofur. And we're going to be buying some stuff. So there's also the cleaning uniform as well. That's going to be available here as well. So with you, you're going to be buying sets. First off, when you buy sets for one person, everybody has it available. And also when you buy certain clothes, you can equip them and that'll be it. Same thing with Yukiko. And Tsukisage is actually a kimono. So we'll just buy that and we're gonna put on a trim bikini for Yukiko. Why? Because it's Yukiko. And it's still summer. So on that note, let's buy... Oh wait, we can't buy anything for Kanji. And we could buy summer trunks for Yosuke. Let's see, and I think we could buy cool trunks for me. So that's basically all we can buy for now. Their stock will keep refilling. However, it's this shop right here that's important because Kashiwaki has a lot to do with this shop. And the more quests you do for her, the more the shop fills up with items. And that won't happen until January. So now we've come over to this cafe. This cafe is very important, as this cafe happens to be where your persona can actually... Oh, excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups here. Can actually leave behind cards every time you drink coffee. Very intensely strong coffee. Whenever your persona has a card that can be gotten, you could drink coffee and get it. This is probably the easiest way to get cards. And unfortunately, it doesn't work on fusions, but if it does have a card that's easily able to be obtained by drinking, by all means do so. Turn it into Marie, because surprise, surprise, believe it or not, Marie's stock in cards actually carries over to New Game Plus. So I may have actually lied when I said there was nothing good about Marie's social link. No, actually, that does not require a social link at all. That's practically a natural thing to happen in the Velvet Room, just like with all your Persona, your skill cards will be carried over to the New Game Plus. So yeah, there's literally nothing good about Marie's social link. Oh well. And you could tell that there's going to be a card to be made, because there would be a card right next to that Persona's name. And it could be either a level 1 card, or a level 4, or level 5. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you accidentally get Victory Cry or things of that nature from this cafe, dear God, it would just be broken. Okay, no, it's not broken because of two things. One, you have to have a Persona that actually have space for it, and two, or actually the HP for it, and two, also Hollow Force. But anyway, last but not least, we have Short on Cash and Expert Fishing we need to buy. Short on Cash, I think, will get you knowledge. Expert Fishing will make the line more steady when you're trying to catch fish. And with that said, I mean, going over to Okina was actually the July event, but we already did that anyway. Now, next week, we can actually go on to the main events, which, by the way, is pretty much everything we just went through all the way up until we cut off for Golden. So from here on in, we'll be going back to the PS2 when we go through the exams and start Void Quest, much to my dismay. This is RVman985. See you guys next week, and that'll be for part 67.